Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Today we're streaming Hardened Skills, couple of points of business. You can use a new chat in the chat messages. You can put free chat, and that chat is going to bring up a game that is available right now for free, the one that I recommend mostly. So today is the last day to get a free copy of Grand Theft Auto 5, which I think is an amazing offer, and you should definitely try if you haven't tried playing it. All you have to do is head to the epicgames.com, make a free account, download a free interface from Epic Games, and install your copy, and you'll be able to keep it forever. If you, for some reason, renewed the page and you lost the link, you can always use the chat message. I'm going to do it for you right now. Use the free, and it's going to bring up the link again. Second of all, we were doing practice matches today for black-green skills again. Seems like the deck is getting more and more popular, putting up some significant results. I made a couple of changes from last time. We are keeping Chamber Sentry like we did last time. We are also doing 2 card changes in the sideboard, and as well as a couple of changes on the main board too. So main board, it's 2 Chamber Sentries. We drop an Ozzy, drop in 1 Witch's Zone, so going to 2 each. And the sideboard, we're bringing in 2 Deadweights and 3 Soul Guide Lanterns, and upping our Dampen Sphere count to 3. The reason for that is that I did a couple of practice matches aside from the stream, and I really like how Soul Guide Lantern works right now in the current meta. With all the Lurus decks, Jund decks, a lot of graveyard oriented decks, and Soul Guide Lantern effectively removes those decks from the play. Especially since we're playing Lurus, we can reuse Soul Guide Lantern. That's 2 time activation, because as soon as it enters, you get to exile a single card, and then you can exile the whole graveyard at an instant speed, which is fantastic. And then if you have Lurus on the field, you can play Lurus, replay your Soul Guide Lantern. You have 2 more activations. Play it against Jund with this, and it controls it really well. Croxa is not an issue anymore, and other significant things. That's why we're upping it to all the way to 3, because I think it's super good, and it's even better than Scavenging Ooze. Yes, Scavenging Ooze gives us life, but we have other ways to get life with this specific version of the deck, like Witch's Oven. Since I'm not using Evolutionary Leap, Witch's Oven provides me a lot of life here with the food tokens, as well as Inventor Sphere. We're running 1 Inventor Sphere, and it's worth noting that Inventor Sphere does provide on average of 2 to 3 life a game if we hit it, which is fantastic. Other than that, I do like to have Chamber Sentry. I cannot complain about it. It's a great card in terms of dropping for 0, and I think it's worth experimenting with it further, so we're gonna keep that in. Other than that, I think we're set to go to our practice matches. So everybody who is watching the stream, welcome. Leave a follow, leave a sub if you think the channel is what you expect, what you would like. If not, make sure to leave a comment, or feel free to chat in the chat, and I'll see your comments for sure. So let's go ahead and start a constructed match. We're gonna do Pioneer tournament practice today. We got 2 people waiting. Let's join one of them, make sure we have the right deck. Alright, so let's join this guy and see if we can get the match to start. Yeah, we got a match. Alright, hopefully this is gonna be an interesting match. Seems like we're gonna be going second, and that's okay. Alright, so we got 2 Lander, we got 2 Stone Coals, 2 Overseers, and a Mimic. We could keep this, drop the Serpents for 0, which is interesting. So opponent is mulligan to 6. This changes the stuff a little bit, since it's not a bad hand to keep. I think it has potential to get even better, so we're gonna keep this. We'll see how this goes. I'm tempted to play Stone Cold on turn 1 for 1. This way you can play Steel Overseer after that and start pumping the team. Alright, so turn 1, opponent is taking the turn 1. Seen Ralgrin Triumph, so it's gonna be a Jeskai, probably a Jeskai control, Jeskai cycling, judging from the image here, so we will see. Alright, let's see what we draw. Alright, we got a Hardened Skills, which is a change of plans. So let's play Overgrown Tomb, pay the 2 life for it, and play the Hardened Skills right now. Pass the turn. Alright, let's see what our opponent has. Upon passing the turn, I guess he didn't draw a land. That's a bummer. Feel bad for the opponent. Land is essential in his deck. I'm surprised he didn't cycle anything. Opponent is playing Yorion. Yeah, opponent unfortunately concedes here. Understandable. Well, let's play another one. This was not a match at all. Hopefully we got a game going quick. Alright, so game takes a little bit of time. Meanwhile, I would like to check out if we have any games in the open play. There's one in the open play. Alright, so since I'm not seeing any games right now, let's see if we can start that open game. Hopefully just get a decent game. Even if the player is new, I'm welcome to help him out. Seems like we're going first here, so let's start the game. See if opponent is playing a companion. Seems like not. Could be a friendly match, not competitive. I'm fine with that. We can start slow here. Let's keep this hand. I like it. We got a decent threat, Hangback Walker, Metallic Mimic, and we have Hardened Scales. So it's a decent hand. I like it. Has everything we need. Alright, let's play Bloom and Marsh into Hardened Scales. And pass the turn. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you have any suggestions about the stream. If you have any requests, maybe you want me to play a specific version of Hardened Scales, I'm always welcome to. We did an interesting thing last time when we played all 3 different versions of Hardened Scales, with the Dorks and with the Artifact Scales, and as well as the Beater version. Here today we try to focus on the Artifact Scales, since that's what I'm bringing in the league this week. And definitely stay tuned for that. I hope that we're gonna play a league game either tomorrow or maybe Friday. Hopefully, I think the most probable is gonna be Friday. Alright, let's see what opponent is playing. Simic Guildgate. Seems like we're gonna be getting a non-competitive, yeah. Might as well just start a real game. So opponent didn't want to play since he saw Hardened Skills turn 1. Let's try again to find a game. Quite curious why nobody's joining the games, so maybe not a lot of people playing right now, but that's surprising to me. So once again, guys, make sure to check out Grand Theft Auto. It's not an advertisement. I actually enjoy the game a lot, and I wouldn't be recommending it if it wasn't great. If you ever played GTA before, you'll know the series is fantastic, but I think the 5th one is the best of them. I have a couple of updates coming to the stream in the meantime, hopefully this week. Alright, so we got a game. Got a game with a digging man. I'm gonna be going first. Seems good. Let's go first. Alright, let's see if opponent is playing companion. He is not. Do we want to keep this? So we got a Steel Overseer, we got Chamber Sentry, we got Heartless Act, and Hardened Scales. I think this is a decent hand. I'm actually liking it a lot. I'm gonna keep it. Plan is to play Overgrown Tomb first. I'm gonna play it into Hardened Scales, and then next turn we can play Steel Overseer. Hopefully we can get our Chamber Sentry up a notch to more counters, and then we can use it to kill a lot of stuff. Alright, let's play Overgrown Tomb, pay 2 life, play Hardened Scales. Pass the turn. Island. Could be mono blue, could be blue-white control. A lot of choices. Can expect an opt at my end step. We got a Fatal Push. If this is blue-white control, we got 2 death cards in our hand. Hopefully it's not. Otherwise this hand was terrible to keep against blue-white control, but we didn't know, so it's understandable. Let's pass the turn, see what opponent is gonna play. Castle Ventress. Seems like it could be blue, mono blue, flicker, or something like that. Alright, opponent is passing once again. We didn't see opt. It's a little weird. We got a second Steel Overseer. Gonna play a Spire of Industry here. Try to play Steel Overseer here. See if opponent is gonna counter or not. No counter here. Let's play Chamber Sentry then. 4-1. Hopefully no counter, and hopefully we got it grown. If not, we're still gonna activate Steel Overseer and start to grow both of them. So we're gonna see Merfolk Trickster entering and probably making us lose abilities on the Steel Overseer. Let's see the target of the trigger ability. Yeah, so we're gonna activate it right now so that we don't lose the ability. Alright, and Chamber Sentry is still gonna enter with 2 counters here. Pass the turn. Seeing that this is not a blue-white control, Fatal Push and Heartless Act is not that bad here. It might be mono blue Wizards, might be mono blue Merfolks. Mono blue Merfolks, no, definitely not. Not in Pioneer. I don't know why I thought about that, but that's modern. A Bird Mutant. Could be some janky deck going on here, probably. With the Evolve. Alright, so we're gonna take nothing here. Go to our turn. Could remove both of these threats, or we could play Hangback Walker and pump a lot. Then we can Fatal Push one of these things. So let's do that first. Play the Hangback Walker. Hopefully we're not gonna see any counter spell. No counter spell. Complete Fatal Push here and push the Merfolk, as well as up our artifacts. Let's push the Merfolk. Yeah, we got it. Let's go to sideboard. That was a quick game. In the sideboard, I think it's worth to put... I'm thinking about dead weight here. Dead weight is a great inclusion here. Everything else is not really... I think we should stick to the plan. I will be using dead weight though. I like dead weight here. So dead weight, and the thing we're gonna replace... I think stone coals are replaceable here since we're seeing mono blue deck. So let's submit it this way. Seeing a mono blue means that stone coals are not going to be doing great. Yes, they have a reach which protects us from his flyers, which I'm sure he has a lot, but nevertheless. 2 lands, but one of them is colorless, and we have a lot of colored stuff in our hand. Even though we can play Hardened Scales turn 1 into Overseer turn 2, Vine Constructor is a dead card. I'm still gonna keep it though. We are on the draw. There is a chance that we're gonna draw a second land, either black or green, or maybe something else, which is fine by me. Alright, the Digging Man is gonna play an island. I'm gonna see Cloudfin Raptor, so starting out aggressively. Seems fine by me. There we go, we drew a forest. This seems great. This is fantastic for us. Let's start with the Hardened Scales. Pass the turn. I'm gonna be taking a little bit of damage. Hopefully we draw into Chamber Sentry or maybe Ballista. Siren Storm Tamer. I'm gonna see Evolve on Cloudfin Raptor. Very nice. I'm gonna take 1 here. Hopefully this is going to be alleviated by Inverter Sphere later on as we get artifacts. Alright. Took the damage. Let's go to our turn. We got a Swamp. Swamp is decent. I will play with Swamp here. And I think it's worth starting with Steel Overseer for now. I think we can out-aggro opponent here, even though we're slightly at a disadvantage, taking possibly 3 to 4 damage this upcoming turn, probably 3 at most. Unless he has a flying Lord. Harbinger of Tides, so it is a Merfolk-ish build. So I wasn't all that wrong when I said Merfolk. So I think the Harbinger of Tides ability is not gonna work here. I'm not very familiar with that card. Never been a Merfolk fan. It needs a tapped creature, but Cloudfin Raptor is still gonna evolve, so like I said, we're gonna take 3 here this turn. Next turn we can play Hardened Scales and Vine Constructor, and this way use the Steel Overseer to pump, or we can use Steel Overseer, which I think is a better choice. Alright, so we're gonna take 3 here. Our turn. We do have Heartless Act here, which could be not a bad choice next turn. For now, we're gonna play Llanowar Waste here, play Hardened Scales, play Steel Overseer, and we're not gonna tap anything for now. I'm gonna do that as end step. Reason being, if he has another Harbinger of Tides, he could possibly bounce it back to our hand. So we're not gonna attack, not gonna tap, just straight up pass the turn. Now let's see what opponent has. Probably taking a lot of damage here. Tempest Djinn. I'm glad we drew Heartless Act. It's gonna be a solution for this, and he's tapped out on mana. So gonna see Evolve. He's gonna attack for 4 here, probably. But he's attacking with Harbinger. That's a mistake. He shouldn't be doing that, since we're gonna get a pretty big Steel Overseer here to block with. So let's block with the Steel Overseer. And before damage, we're gonna tap the Steel Overseer to pump. Okay. And we're taking 4 here. Still fine. Okay, Inventor Sphere. And we can now play Hangerback Walker, start gaining some life of our artifacts. And we could Heartless Act here. I think that's a pretty good choice here, so let's play this first. Like this. For 1. And let's Heartless Act right now. For the reason being, he has a Siren Storm Tamer, and I really want to get rid of this without him countering it. Now we could tap one of the Steel Overseers and attack with the other. We can tap both Steel Overseers. Choices here are huge. Let's attack with 1. And should I tap right now? I think it's worth tapping right now. Get more damage through. We're almost equal in terms of damage. He has only 2 creatures on the board. Pretty sure we have this in the pocket. Next turn is lethal if he decides to attack. I don't know if it's a smart thing for him to attack here, but it all depends on what he's going to play right now. Could be another Tempest Gem. Seen 3 mana most probably. Maybe Harbinger. Gonna bounce one of ours. No, it's a Siren Storm Tamer. So I'm assuming he wants to put in blocks. Combat. He's attacking with a Cloudfin Raptor. So you're gonna see blocks in the Siren Storm Tamer, or maybe there's gonna be Merfolk to lose abilities and tap one of our stuff, one of our creatures before combat. Alright, so we're gonna take 3 here, go to 9, but we're gonna gain 1 life of the Inventor Sphere at our upkeep. So it's not all that bad. Bloomin' Marsh. Could play Lurrus here, makes no sense though. Let's play the Bloomin' Marsh, play the Widened Constrictor. No counter coming in. Go to combat and we're gonna attack with the team. Let's see if we got a bounce effect or anything like that. Otherwise he's gonna have to double block. I mean a single block on 2 of my creatures, and then we're gonna deal 6. So now we have a lethal for next turn for sure, even with the blocks. He only has 3 cards in hand, so I don't think he can get out of this or deal lethal to us. Yeah, we got it. Seems good. This was not a really competitive game, so this is how our deck is supposed to perform. Very satisfied so far. Alright, so we got another game. No companion from our opponent. 1 lander with no skills effect here, so this is gonna go to the bin and we're gonna mull this one. I think it's wise to mull it. I like keeping 1 landers unless the hand is perfect. My opponent's mulligan down as well, so... Alright, so we got 3 forests. That's not a good thing for us. Got a Chamber Sentry. Opponent is keeping 6. I think it's worth for us to keep 6 as well and see how it goes. What do we put in the bottom? I think one of the forests on the bottom is fine. Alright, so opponent's turn. Let's see what he plays. Water Grave. Could be Inverter, maybe. Hangerback Walker. I would really like to see the Mimic here. Let's play Forest, and let's play Chamber Sentry. We have nothing to lose right now. Gotta put some early pressure on him. And pass the turn. Okay. Hopefully this is not an Inverter. Not really ready for this matchup. Got an island in his hand, so it's definitely Dimir, but what exactly it is a mystery. Now let's pass the turn. We got a Hardened Scales. Decent card here. I'm curious about maybe a counter or something like that. We could start with Hardened Scales here. That would hurt to lose it, but we're not losing it. Deal 1. Let's pass the turn. Could play Hangerback Walker or Walking Ballista this turn. I decided not to. Next turn they're gonna enter with 2 counters. I think it's more efficient. Although having a Hangerback Walker is truly nice, I think just having a 2/2 Ballista just in case we are playing a creature deck is much better. This is a safe choice, let's put it this way. So now we can play a Hangerback Walker. We're definitely gonna see it countered. Since the opponent is keeping 3, we did not see a counter. Then I'm not sure what our opponent is playing. This is definitely not an Inverter, otherwise we would see a counter spell. Let's attack him for 1 pass the turn. Unless he has a really bad hand. He capped a hand with Inverter and some of his combo pieces, but no removal. Not sure. We'll see. He definitely is going to have 4 lands. He has a 5th land in his hand, which is an island. We know that. Hasn't played anything so far. Jace. So yeah, this is the Inverted deck, most probably. Seeing Jace for sure. Okay, he's going to mull himself. Mulling 2 lands from the top. And he drew another card. Alright. That's a lot of lands. He's definitely flooding. Let's go to our turn. We can remove Chase maybe next turn. I'm thinking about it. If I play Ballista for 1 here, it's gonna be just enough to remove Jace. Or I might just let it go. So let's play Overgrown Tomb, pay the life for it. Play the Hangerback Walker. And attack only for 1 at Jace. I think this is the choice we want to go for. Could attack for 3 here. Let me see. Doesn't really matter. Having a much larger Hangerback Walker is more important here, I think. It's gonna be a weird match since I took out a lot of pieces that were against Inverter, since we didn't see a lot of Inverter decks, which is mainly Lost Legacy. I did have that in the sideboard against Inverter decks to target Inverter. I did decide to take that out in favor of having Soul Guide Lantern. Yeah, so we got Inverter for ourselves here. So he's gonna have 2 lands in his library. He definitely has his combo pieces there. I don't know if he's counting to win. Okay. So that's a Jace one. Alright, let's go to sideboard. So Soul Guide Lantern I do like here. Maybe, I guess. Well, Duress is coming in for sure. Duress is something that's going to get rid of his stuff. What else? Could bring Assassin's Trophy here. We're going to drop the Fatal Pushes. Not going to bring in Assassin's Trophy. Do I want to keep the Heartless accent? That's a difficult choice to make here, I think. I do want to bring in D6. So things like let's see. So things like Witch's Owen I think can go here. Maybe I think we can drop Witch's Owen. We bring in another 1-drop artifact here in larger numbers, which is fine. And then we need to drop 2 more, and I think the choice here is going to be either Chamber Sentry or Stonecoil, and I'm going to choose Stonecoil here. So we're bringing D6 out, bringing D6 in. Hopefully this is going to be a fine choice. Like I said, I'm not really prepared for an Inverter deck. Not a lot of people are playing Inverter right now. Most are opting for the Gerudo combo. So my deck is not prepared for the Inverter combo. So we got a Duress. Decent choice to keep. I'm gonna keep this. A little bit slow without skills. I don't know if you're gonna be able to put enough pressure here. Let's do Blooming Marsh for a Stonecoil, and I'll do Duress on turn 2 or turn 3 even. Depending on what he plays right now, we could play Mimic into Hangback Walker next turn. Island? Yeah, that's fine. Another Hangback Walker. Definitely want to play Mimic here. So let's land our weights. Mimic. Name and Construct. Play the Walker for free. Hopefully it doesn't get bounced. No bounce, play the Walker for free. Go to combat. Attack with the Serpent. Gonna pass the turn here. It's gonna opt the end step. Alright. See if he has a black source. Put it on the bottom, that's why I think he's not finding his black cards. So he's dropping in a Fable Passage, which means we are still safe and no threat coming in. Hopefully we draw a Scales effect. Line Constrictor is fine. We're gonna lose out on one of the Hangback Walker's activation, but it's totally okay. Let's pay 2 life for this. Play the Wine Constrictor. Gonna attack him for 4. Hopefully put in enough pressure to scare him a little bit. And we can tap Hangback Walker at his end step to make it a 3-3. Alright, pass the turn. He's gonna crack his Fable Passage now. And Cycle Center. So I'm glad we played around not playing Duress here. If I did, that would most certainly get censored. Alright, so we got a Swamp Island here already. Still quite ahead. If he has a board wipe here, that's going to be unfortunate. Hopefully the Walkers are going to produce a little bit of Thopters for us to attack him meanwhile. Otherwise, I think right now he needs a board wipe. Choked Asteroid untapped. That means he has a Watery Grave in hand. Seems okay for us. Alright, waiting for the opponent. He's trying to think how he can alleviate the board state right now. It's gonna be a Fatal Push on the Mimic. Interesting choice. I guess we're gonna take that. Mimic can go. Playing Thassa's Oracle. Okay. Looking at the top 2. Alright, so we're gonna see a 1/3 blocker. So let's tap this, make it grow, so we can get more damage through. Got a hardened scales. Next turn we could see Inverter. Just trying to see if I can... if I should attack right now or should not attack right now and hold back for now. Let's see what he has in hand. One of them is definitely swinging, so I need to keep only one land for the other one. Alright, so what do we have? We have Dig Through Time, we have Ashiok's Nightmare Muse, Kalitas, and Inverter. So probably not playing Inverter next turn, which is good for us. Kalitas could be pretty bad for us. I need to choose between Dig Through Time and Ashiok, but I think Dig Through Time is something that we want to get rid of here, so he doesn't find his pieces. Ashiok can be removed. Alright, let's go to combat here. We're gonna attack our opponent with 5 damage. He's gonna block the Widened Constrictor, and we're gonna deal 3. Okay. So Kalitas is a bummer for Hangerbucks, so... and Lurus as well. And I think that's gonna be his choice this next turn. At least I think he should play Kalitas over Inverter here. Unless he drew the piece he needed. So he still doesn't have the piece he needs. That seems great. So he's playing Kalitas. It's a big body and it has a lifelink. No attacks from opponent. Let's tap our Hangerback Walker. Now we need a removal as soon as possible. Walking Ballista. Does Walking Ballista help us here? Yes or no? Seems like the answer is no. We can enter, it's gonna enter as a 3/3. That means I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of the creatures here. And he's gonna gain 3 life. Could be worth it. Could be not worth it. Wish we had another land here. Let's go to combat. I think I'm gonna attack with Hangerback here. Should I attack with the Stone Coil? It's a tough question. Next turn you can play a Ashiok. Should get rid of something, I guess, here. If I attack with a Hangerback number 2, I'm gonna lose it, it's gonna get exiled. But then we're gonna get rid of Kalitas and he's gonna have a zombie on the field. Let's attack just with a Hangerback Walker. I'm gonna see block from Thassa's Oracle. And let's play Ballista here. Kinda risky to play Ballista. Might get it removed and Kalitas is gonna exile it, but oh well. I think our board state is pretty substantiated right now. If he decides to play Inverter here, and he didn't draw a land, that means all creatures is gonna stay safe. We just need to deal 10 damage too, which is not that bad. If we draw a land next turn, Ballista is gonna go up. And become a 6/6. That removes Kalitas effectively. Trying to think if Soul if the Lantern is gonna help us out against this matchup. If I play the Lantern and it's on the field, I feel like he is not able to play with his Inverter unless he has the combo on the field already. So it makes sense to do that. He's gonna get his Thassa's Oracle somewhere in the top 6 of his library. Warrior Grave tapped. Now I hope we draw a land here. Let's tap this first. Get the counters on it. We got a land. We can up the Ballista. Effectively removing Kalitas from the picture and then attacking with the rest, and I think that's lethal. Let's see if he blocks this. 6, 7. Ballista with 2 more counters. 8 and then swing. Yeah, I think this is lethal. So let's remove, kill this. This way he doesn't get a lifelink off it. Then go to combat. Attack with all. This should be game. Even if he blocks that, that's still 7 damage, 9 damage. If I can count correctly. I think so. Okay. And now we can finish him off. Alright. Pretty good. Very close though. He had the combo going. Okay. So I don't think I'm making any more choices to replace here. This is the optimal at what we can play with our current sideboard. I think I'm gonna keep it this way again. I don't really know if Soul Guide Lantern really saves us, and I guess it slows him down a little bit. We're going second here. Alright, so we got a decent hand, maybe a little bit slow. Alright, we're gonna keep this. He's starting with 7, that means he has probably combo in his hand. Or some disruption. Or just a decent hand, who knows. Alright, our turn. Got another hanger back, not bad, not bad. Let's play Llanowar Waste into Stone Coil. Start to put on some pressure early. That worked out for us the last game, so might as well work out this game too. It's gonna look for a swamp. Or an island. Let me see, he has a swamp in hand. Drowned Catacomb. Thought Erasure. He's gonna take my Mimic most probably here. Otherwise he leaves himself wide open to me dumping my whole hand here. Yeah. Alright. And he gets to surveil as well. Our turn, and let's play the Overgrown Tomb. I would really like to keep Mimic here, that would be fantastic. But we're playing against a control deck, so... Control combo deck, let's put it the way it is. Go to combat. Attack with the Serpent. Make sure he loses the 2 life here. 1 life, my bad. Pass the turn. I guess Inverter is not dead yet. People are still playing it. I did not see it in League at all. Maybe stuff is changing right now since Companions got banned in the Vintage and Legacy. Well, not all companions, but some of them. Make sure to check out the new ban list restrictions list too. We're gonna see an opt main step. He's definitely thirsty for lands. It's fantastic for us. Keep it on top, so he found a land. Next turn we can play Inventor's Fair, Chamber Sentry for 1, I guess, and Hingerback Walker. It's gonna be Fatal Push. So I guess he found a Fatal Push, or maybe he had a Fatal Push before. So Inventor's Fair, let's play Hardened Scales. Play a Walker here. And attack for 1. Next turn we can still play both of these. Or we can hold back on the Chamber Sentry and up our Walker. Depends what we're gonna do. I'm not sure myself yet too. Gonna see Cycle with Sensor. Once again guys, today is the last day you can grab your free copy of GTA 5. Just helping out the community here. I'm pretty sure a lot of people think it's a popular game. Those who don't have it should definitely grab it. It's free to keep forever. You can always use the command free, and it's going to show up in the chat the link to the Epic Games where you download it for free. I'm going to do it right now so you guys see it on the screen too. There we go. Kind of obstructed. Let me adjust this a little bit. I don't know if this is better. I guess if you're in a full screen, this should be... I think this is good. Okay. Alright, so what are we up to? We got opponent's upkeep. Fable Passage. Could see Inverter here if opponent has all the pieces. That means we only have 1 turn to do something. It's gonna be Thought Erasure. He's gonna grab our second Hangerback Walker, which is pretty good. That means he doesn't have combo yet. Still scrapping for the pieces here. Chamber Sentry, okay. Maybe he has a Kalidas or something else. I'm seeing Jace. Baby Jace. Baby Jace is fine. That's why he took Chamber Sentry. He doesn't really have a way to deal with it with Chamber Sentry right now, and Chamber Sentry can effectively remove Baby Jace here. Let's see, if we play Metallic Mimic and then Hangerback Walker for free, and we can up this one too, it should put a lot of pressure on him. Could call Thopter here, but we don't have a sack outlet right now, and I don't think opponent is going to remove it soon. He's using this just to loot, so he's still looking for the pieces. Go to combat. We could attack here for 1. Makes no sense though, so I'm just gonna hold back and up the Walker next turn. Reason being, if we see an Inverter, the small Walker is not gonna get through it, but a 6/6 could. Plus, Thopters are nice, so I think it's worth to do what I have planned here. Not a swamp. I don't know if he's flooding or if he... Okay, Ashiok is great. We're gonna see a bounce on one of the Hangerback Walkers, probably the... No bounce, my bad, take it back. That's a weird play. So he's put in a Nightmare. He definitely needs the ability to siphon through his deck more. Okay. And step, let's tap this, make it a little bit bigger. Gotta attack the Ashiok here, I guess. Can I get life from this? Gotta duress. Do I want to duress him right now? Not really sure. Tough choice here. I definitely want to go to combat. And I think it's worth attacking with 2 of these. At Ashiok. He's definitely gonna block here. Gonna get rid of this Nightmare. It's only a temporary solution for us. Oh, he's blocking Jace with the Hangerback Walker? That's interesting. Definitely has to tap that first. So if we see that he taps it, that's why I held this back for the second main. I expected a Jace tap during our combat. He discarded Drowned Catacomb, so we wouldn't have a decent hit. He flipped his Jace here. Okay, so now we can try to duress him and see if we get anything significant from his recent draw. It's a Fury Pulse, so no. Pass the turn, I guess. We're kind of in a bad position here. Next turn we have a decent amount of attackers going at his Planeswalkers, but as we attack his Planeswalkers, he's getting a lot of value out of them by looting for the cards that he needs. This is gonna attack or block next turn, either or. He needs to use this ability. I'm surprised it didn't block last turn. Making another Nightmare. Understandable. Cycle the land. Another Baby Jace. And the Baby Jace transform is gonna cast a Fatal Push. I'm curious what the target is gonna be. Maybe a Walker? No, it's Mimic. Mimic is fine. I don't think it's much use for us right now either way. I'm curious if he's gonna attack with this. I don't think so. Just gonna lose it if he does. Let's end step tap our Walker. Okay. So we could play Lurrus next turn. Steel Overseer. That's a nice one. Yeah, let's play Steel Overseer. I could attack with both Walkers here. And the Serpent. Serpent is gonna get blocked by Jace. Walkers, one of them is probably gonna get double blocked. The second one is gonna deal the damage. Or he could split them to each. Test that out. I'm not sure what's gonna happen here. Who do we want to get rid of more? Jace or Ashiok? I think Ashiok is something we want to get rid of here. Let's declare the attacks like this. So Jace is blocking Serpent. He's deciding how to block with Nightmares here. If we lose the Walker, we get Thopters. Thopters can always deal with the Planeswalkers more effectively since they have flying. So I'm not sure he's gonna want to employ the double block here. Could be single block on each of the Walkers, just to protect his Ashiok here maybe. Or just one block. Okay, so we are seeing single block on each of the Walkers. It's gonna get 2 triggers. Can I see 2 exiles here? see what we exiled. Overgrown Tomb, Ballista, Steel Overseers. Definitely wants to use his Ashiaks here. Ashiak, I mean, in order to ult it, but I don't think he can. It all depends on his next draw, I guess. Next turn, we can grow a lot with the Steel Overseer. He can only do -2, -0 on one of our creatures with the Jace. So depending on what he drew right now, still doesn't have all the pieces he needs. Inverter doesn't really save him anymore. We do have a way to remove all his creatures right now next turn too, because tapping with the Overseer pumps our Serpent as well. That's gonna have Trample, so I should effectively get rid of at least one Planeswalker. I'll bring it down at least a little bit. You're gonna see a return target permanent and exile the Walker. Understandable. Smart choice, I guess. He doesn't have anything significant to play here. So I got this exiled. Unfortunate, but this is how games go. He has to do something to survive. Still didn't use his +1 on Jace, so that's what he's gonna do. And the Stonecoil is gonna get -2, -0, which is interesting. Got a Bloomin' Marsh. I could play the Bloomin' Marsh here, I guess. I gotta think about the attacks. If I attack with Stonecoil here, that's gonna do 1 damage to one of the Planeswalkers. One of the Planeswalkers is gonna go down to 2. Hangerback is the one that's gonna get blocked here. I think it's wise to just looking through his graveyard to see exactly what he can bring back with Jace, or use again, rather. I think I don't want him to use the cards in his graveyard, so Jace is the target for me here. So let's put down the Bloomin' Marsh. This way next turn we can replay Chamber Sentry with the lures. And let's go to combat and attack with the Walker and Stonecoil Serpent here at Jace. Let's see how he declares the blocks. He's probably going to block here, tap it in order to get a new Jace. I don't think it's a mistake. I think I still did it right. Rather than him keeping the blocker, gonna get rid of the blocker here. Okay, so Jace is gone in this situation. And he's gonna get a new one at the end step. Do I want to tap the Overseer right now? I don't think so. Let's just pass the turn. Alright, he's gonna get the Planeswalker again. Not playing lures this turn. If it gets removed, I'm not getting any value of it from the graveyard. If we draw a land next turn, could potentially play a... I don't think there is a better choice than Chamber Sentry here. Chamber Sentry can deal some damage. He has stopped the game pretty good so far. No board wipes yet, that's important. Ashiok should do -3 here, I think. Effectively getting rid of Hangerback Walker, but he's not. That's alright. Jace is probably going to target Stonecoil Serpent again. Or not. So he decides to loot in the graveyard, choosing to opt, which I expected. I would like a removal spell here, that would effectively get rid of a couple of stuff from his board, actually clear his board completely. Alright, so opponent is passing here. At the end step, I'm gonna tap my steel over here, get some counters and stuff. Got a swamp. Got a swamp. Let's play Lurrus here. We're gonna attack with the team, but play Lurrus into Chamber Sentry. Or Lurrus into Wine Constructor or Mimic. That's an interesting choice to make. I think we have to attack first. And we're gonna send all of these Ashiok. Chase is not a threat yet. No blocks from opponent. Let's play Lurrus. Play the Chamber Sentry. I'm gonna cast it for X equals 2. This way it's gonna enter as a 3/3. Pass the turn. Now if he has a board wipe, I'm gonna cry. If he doesn't have a board wipe, well, I think we might just get by here. I wonder if he found any of his pieces yet. Seems like he went through a lot of cards here. You should see an Inverter if he found Thassa's Oracle. And now he's definitely gonna find both of them. Maybe not, because he's taking his time to think. So it's either he can get a board wipe, or one of his pieces, or any other relevant stuff. Maybe he bricked altogether. Would be funny. I think our best bet here is going to be attacking next turn to a Jace and all of the rest of him. Just going to be 2 and 2 split. Hangerback Walker is going to get -2. Alright, we're gonna see something right now. Languish. So we got a board wipe, unfortunately. Quite bad for us. The worst one possible, actually. I don't think we can do much here. I removed his token as well, which means Jace is gonna die next turn. Heartless Act. Heartless Act is not bad. Let's go to combat, attack Jace. Get rid of Jace. Pass the turn. I don't know if we can get this game. It all depends what was the second card he got with Dig Through Time. I'm thinking it might be Inverter, which conveniently puts him no, I think it was the second Dig Through Time. That's nice. He's trying to make his graveyard smaller, I guess, to play Inverter and then Thassa's Oracle or Jace and win as soon as possible. Because big graveyard is bad for him in this specific position. Dig Through Time is fantastic as it gets rid of unneeded pieces in graveyard, making sure that Inverter is going to put only the needed cards on top of his library. Or in his library rather, since it exiles everything else. Opponent taking his time to think it through. He probably hit another 2 great cards, or maybe more, and he's trying to figure out which ones to get. This was a lot of looting from opponent. Opponent is down to 32 cards, and I think by now he should have gotten the pieces he needed. If he did not, that's just surprising to me. Ashiok. Ashiok is fine. If he bounces, and he doesn't bounce. Okay, so making a Nightmare token is fine. We're gonna kill it at the end step. Choked Estuary. It's gonna end it tapped. Well, let's kill the Nightmare at the end. Kill his Ashiok this way. I don't know if that puts us in a win position or not, but it is something. Duress is great. That's a fantastic draw right now. Alright, let's kill Ashiok. Second Ashiok is done for today. Okay. And let's play Duress right now. See what opponent has. Wow, what a hit. What a hit. It's gonna be Jace. Right, I would rather need the Exile Graveyard right now. So we're gonna see Inverter right now. Quite a bummer. And then he gets pretty good cards on top of his library. Between Languish and Dig Through Time, Opt, Flood Erasure. So he can win in 2 or less turns. Okay, well I cannot do anything about that, so you can get that. I think this game is sealed by him. Has an island in hand. Okay. Well, how can we do something here? Kinda late to the party, bro. Unfortunately. Alright. So we could attack here. I could play this, draw something. Maybe something is gonna help me out. I don't know. We will see. We gotta exile something, so we're gonna exile Duress. And let's use the ability of this thing to draw. Spire of Industry. Not the best draw. I only have 3 colors so far. Let's go to combat. Attack with a Hanging Buck. If we're gonna lose it, at least we're gonna get Thopters. He's not sure if he's gonna get Languish, so it's worth the risk, if you ask me. He's gonna block. Okay. So he's hoping for Languish next turn. Pass the turn. Has 3 turns, he's gonna find it sooner. I don't think I have much choice here. If that Soul Guide Lantern would be in my hand turn before, that would be a completely different turn of events. But if played it, he wouldn't be able to combo off here at all, since I would exile his combo pieces in the graveyard. Feels bad. Coming late to the party. Nobody likes those people. End step. Let's gain the life. Draw another useless land. I would rather draw a Spire of Industry here. Go to combat. Try to attack him for 6. Okay. He didn't draw Languish, which is okay. What did he draw? Might have been dig through time. Photo Erasure, okay, that surveils for him, but it's not effectively a draw yet. I think it might have been Jace, he's just keeping it not to get it removed. Ashik is going in the bin, so Languish in top 3 cards. Let's see, 2-turn clock, he has to find Languish next, which is he is definitely going to find because he has Opt in one of them, Dig Through Time in the other one. He can play Dig for enough to leave. Yeah, he's definitely going to see Languish next turn, so this doesn't help here. We put him down to 6, and I think we cannot do anything unless we get a Ballista. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still not enough. A Ballista this turn would be a complete change of events here. Oh well. Well, that was a pretty interesting matchup. A very close game again. I think I was not lucky enough. Right, so he got a win with Jace. He doesn't even need the Languish here at all. Which was a good game. I think this was a great game. Really enjoyed this one. Alright, one more game. Let's get it started again. We're gonna be going second here. Scales, Walker and a push. I am gonna keep this. It's a very decent hand. If you are new to the stream, make sure to leave a follow. Sub also helps out the channel, helps me make more content more often, better quality. Make sure to chat frequently. I like to interact with the audience. Got a Walk-in Ballista. Very nice. Let's play Bloom and Marsh into Scales. Probably gonna see Ur here. That card needs to be banned as well. Every Simic deck or Simic colored deck is gonna play that card every time. There are a lot of cards in the format that are oppressive, I think. Meaning if you are not playing them, your deck is inferior automatically. Satyr Wayfinder hits 3 lands. Fourth one is Urborg. And that goes into his hand, so we know one of them is in hand. Our turn, we could play Ballista, Walker, or Widen Constrictor here. We also got Heartless Act as well. I think I'm gonna opt for a Widen Constrictor in this case. Even if he gets removed, we still have a second Scales effect on the field, so it's fine. Alright, so now opponent is going to play Urborg, helping us out by bringing more black into the colors. And we will see Ura here, probably. That would be a logical play if he has it. Scrap Heap Scrounger. Interesting. Now, the lanterns are going to shine next game when we're going to bring them from the sideboard into main board. I was thinking about including them in the main board to have them all the time. But I think between the cards that we have right now, it doesn't really have space. The only card we can replace with it would be Chamber Sentry, but for now in the current matter, I think Chamber Sentry needs a little bit more testing time, so it's going to stay in my main board for now. Okay, so we have choices here to push the Scrap Heap Scrounger, but he's going to come back later on. Witcher's Owen. Witcher's Owen is interesting here. That provides us with a win with the Hangerback Walker. Let's play Witcher's Owen here into Hangerback Walker. or other way around, doesn't really matter. This is definitely gonna get played. See the Hangback Walker down as a 3/3. Do I want a protection with the Witch's Own? I don't think he has anything significant. We're not caring about life right now too much. Could save the push here. Let's play the push right now. This way we can attack for 2. And this is not going to come back next turn since opponent doesn't really have creatures in his graveyard other than Scrapheap Scrounger. So we're not worried about that. It's going to slow him down a little bit and we can deal a little bit of damage. Or he's going to lose another blocker. Alright, so Satyr Wayfinder is going in a bin. Now he can get his Scrapheap Scrounger back, which is fine. A large Hangback Walker is what we need, so that's all that matters right now. Drowned Catacomb for the play. It's gonna delve the Angler. Seems decent. Should I Heartless Act the Delver? He still has 4 cards in his hand. I don't think it's a necessary play here. Ozolith. Ooh. Tell me about awesome plays. Alright, Ozolith is gonna get played. Play Witch's Own, tap the Hangback Walker. I think that's gonna be the play for this turn. This is gonna be an awesome turn. We got all the pieces in play. It just feels good. As long as you don't get exiled, we should be having a pretty easy win here. So Witch's Own in. Pass the turn. If he wants to attack, he can attack, but then we're gonna get 5 Thopters. Which is fantastic. And 6 counters on scales. I mean on Ozolith. I think we have this handle. Not gonna run ahead of myself. He might have some answers for it, so we never know. Woodland Samurai. That means the opponent has only 4 cards in his hand. Gonna attack for 5 here. Should we use the Hangback Walker to block here? Not so sure. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna take the 5. No blocks. Oh, forgot to tap it. Ugh. Well, at least we're not playing League here. That's my honest mistake. Alright, so could play Ballista here. I would rather keep Ballista for later on. Do I want to attack for 5 here? Definitely not. I want to attack for 2, I think. We have a blocker for next turn. Pass the turn here. So no need to use the Heartless Act since we have a blocker. He's down to 18, we're down to 13. Not many things can get through our blockers now. I think the main thing we need to do right now is going to be up in the Hangback Walker, followed by Swinger with the Thopters. That's going to be our main win condition here. Haunted Dead. Slight bummer. Do I want to kill the spirit? Not sure yet. I'm going to combat attacking with the Angler. I'm gonna block this. Tap the Walker and result of the block. I don't know if he has anything else that he can play, like push or maybe something like that. It's gonna hurt if push is gonna go on the trigger. But no push. So he's gonna lose his Gurmit Angler. Interesting. Alright, so we got this match. Yeah. Definitely have this because if we sack the Hangerback Walker, we'll be able to attack with the Topters. Very nice game. Alright, so let's take a really short break right now. We'll come back shortly. In the meantime, I would really appreciate if you guys watched an ad. It helps out the channel, helps out me making more content. So how about we run a very short break as I take a break as well for a minute, and meanwhile you can watch the ad, help me out a little bit, and that would be fantastic. Alright guys, so I'll be back with you guys shortly. Welcome back. So we are back to the stream. Hopefully we didn't lose many people here. Let's come back to our practice matches. So not changing anything so far. I am tempted to try out Sultai Lantern main board instead of Chamber Sentry. Highly curious how that's gonna work out. Or maybe try the Deadweights main board. But let's stick with what we have for now. Let's make another game and see if we can get another one going. Alright, we're playing first here. It's Giganta, so expecting either humans, Nimizet, Bring to Light, just about anything, I guess. Maybe cats, tribal, who knows. 3 lands in the opener. Stonecold Serpent, Steel Overseer, it's a keepable hand, I like it. Gonna keep this, play Stonecold on turn 1. Pass the turn to the opponent. We're doing very good today with our matches. Hopefully this stays this way. Alright, Hallowed Fountain. Probably playing blue-white control. That means we're not gonna see Verdict if that is. Although, seeing Hallowed Fountain, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be humans. Esper humans or anything like that. Quite a popular deck lately. Alright, opponent is passing to us. Our turn 2 is gonna consist of us playing Steel Overseer. Hopefully no counters coming through. Shouldn't be when this is humans. Attack for 1. Spectral Sailor. Okay, so we're gonna trade here, I guess. Seems decent. We should make the trade. We have another Stonecold Serpent to block his flyers. So that means this is gonna be flyers. Interesting that he's playing Giganta here. I don't think Giganta pumps spirits or any of that sort. Well, he can get different mana, but that's not really efficient. So I think it's just a Giganta Spirits deck. Alright, Supreme Phantom. Supreme Phantom is fine. Alright, what should we do now? We can play Swamp into a Ballista, which is going to be a 2-2, not being able to remove Stonecold Serpent. I mean, Supreme Phantom. Or we can play Stonecold Serpent for 3 and pump it. I think that's the better choice. Could play Witch's Own in case he's gonna try to exile it or any of the swords. The scariest card in this deck for us is Nebelgast Herald, because it taps even the Stonecold Serpent. Hopefully this works out not that bad. Stonecold for 3. Tap the Steel Overseer. Get a decent blocker that the Supreme Phantom is not gonna get through. Pass the turn. Next turn we can play Walking Ballista for 2, making it a 3-3 effectively with a Steel Overseer. Temple Garden. So it's Bant Spirits. Pass on the turn. So he might have Spell Queller? Gotta think about this really nicely. Could play skills here, trying to see if he has the Spell Queller. I could start with the Witch's Own and the Ballista. Let's see if he has Spell Queller. He should counter this if he has Spell Queller. Yeah. Could use Ballista to kill the Spell Queller here. Well, I cannot, right? 3-4. But we could up the Ballista next turn to kill it. So let's play Ballista for 1. Play the Witch's Own as well. I should steal Overseer right now, I think. So that we have the counters on the creatures already. Not trying to do it in response and then he gets rid of one of them. I'm gonna pass here. I would rather keep the Stoneclaw Serpent to block his flyers. Hoping not to see Nebelgast Herald here. Growing Walk-in Ballista here is important. Passing the turn, we might see Collected Company. Quite possible. My background is actually Modern Spirits, so I know the deck well. I played with it a lot. Collected Company on the upkeep. Interesting. Only one hit. Very interesting. Play the Forest. Could play the other Stoneclaw Serpent right now, but I don't feel it. I'd rather feel to put the counter on the Ballista. And up it with the Steel Overseer as well. It's a 4-4 Walk-in Ballista. Kill the Supreme Phantom. I think I have to do it now before he gets more Lords. Maybe I should have even done when the Collected Company was on the stack. I guess that was my biggest mistake. Alright, that's it. This is gone. Should I attack right now? I could attack, put some pressure on him, I guess. Let's attack him. Pass the turn. I think he doesn't really have a lot of ways to deal with us right now. Let's see. He could attack for 3, but then he's wide open, and we have 11 power on the board. 12 next turn, actually. Attacking for 2. Okay. Risky play here. Is that all he's gonna do right now? I think so. Seems good. Collected Company number 2. I think I should kill the Spell Queller here. Possibly. That means I'm gonna lose Ballista in this course of action, or I up Ballista right now and kill his Mausoleum Wanderer. Okay. Feel free to collect the company. Nebelgast Herald, that's the card I'm quite afraid of. 2 Nebelgast Heralds. A lot of triggers. You can tap all of this effectively. So it is wise to tap this to get our Ballista to 2 counters. Okay, so in response, let's put a counter on all of this. Okay. Could remove both of these here, but we got Stone Cold Serpent. Let's play Stone Cold Serpent for 1. Pass the turn. We can probably kill both Heralds if we need to. All depends on what his next play is going to be. Alright, go into combat. He's gonna attack. No attacks. Let's have another collected company. That would be interesting. Right, and step. Upkeep. We got another lateral waste. I think I'm gonna try to kill his stuff right now. Let's see if he's gonna respond to that at all or not. Looks like no. Kill this. Kill this. Should go to combat and attack with everything. No. So I got this game. Sideboarding. Sideboarding is important. Soul Guide Lantern doesn't help us here for now, and he's not playing lures. Has a lot of flyers. Fatal Push is helpful. Heartless Act is helpful. Duress. Should I duress him for his collected companies on the play? On the draw, I mean. I think so. I think Duress is gonna come in on the draw. I'm gonna get rid of my X creatures like Chamber Sentries here, because those are gonna come in and die effectively if he spell quellers them or anything else. Probably gonna get rid of one Hangerback Walker as well. And this is all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play it this way and see how that rolls out, and hopefully we can get through with what I have planned. It's not the worst matchup we can have. I think Skills does fairly good against spirits here, so. Thank you for the follow, George Mage. I hope they said it right. Or maybe that should be a Spanish accent, Jorge Mage, or something like that. Appreciate it for the follow. Hope you enjoyed the stream. As a reminder, today is the last day you can get a free copy of GTA 5, and you can keep it forever. I'm gonna send you a link right now in the chat. You can always use the free command, and you can prompt the same link to the Epic Games. All you have to do is go to the website, make a free account, make a free download with a free Epic Games app, and then you're gonna install GTA 5 for free as well. Okay, so what do we have here? We have Hardened Skills, which is on Ballistas. Seems interesting, seems spicy, I'm gonna keep it. Just both starting with 7. Let's see what opponent plays in turn 1. Hallowed Fountain. Untapped. Probably the Spirit Pirate coming in. Alright, our turn. Hangerback Walker. Not bad. Play Forest, play Skills. Hopefully it doesn't get countered. Spectral Sailor. I was right. Okay, let's pass the turn here. Gonna take at least one next turn. If he has Spirit Lord, we're gonna take 2. Planes for turn, attack for 1. Taking 1 here, which is fine. Still feel safe since I have Witch's Own as long as it doesn't get countered. And that is skills. That's tempting. Let's play Llanowar Waste. Try and play in 1 more skills. See if we see a counter or anything like that. Play the Witch's Own. Hopefully no counter. And pass the turn. So next turn we're gonna see Spell Queller. Pretty sure about that. No end step play. Or maybe there is. It's not the Spectral Sailor. Alright. If we get through with our Ballista, we should be able to clear up this whole mess. Yavimaya Coast. Opponent is tapping to get Imperial Eagle down. Definitely no Spell Queller yet, which seems decent. It's gonna take a lot here. It's gonna take 4 down to 15. Still feel safe about this. Let's go to our turn. We're gonna play Ballista. Got a Heartless Act. Might be actually a better play here, since Ballista will be lost in a result of us killing Imperial Eagle. Or we could play Ballista, lose his Spectral Sailor, and Heartless Act on the next turn his Imperial Eagle. Let's try that. I think this is the better course of action. Alright, Walking Ballista coming in. I'm gonna wait with killing his Spectral Sailor for now. And pass the turn here. I think I could bait him next turn by playing Walking Ballista and he Spell Quellers it. But then I lose the Walking Ballista in the process, so I don't know. If he has a Spell Queller, of course. Probably has Collected Company at this point. Starting combat. Spectral Sailor. Let's kill Spectral Sailor here. Opponent is deciding if he wants to collect the company right now or not. Rattle Chains. Rattle Chains is interesting, to say the least. Could just unload on the Spectral Sailor here. I could just keep this. Let's finish him off. If he has another Rattle Chains, well. If not, this still seems good. I don't see much threat coming from 2 mana for us, so take 4 here down to 11. And next turn we can play Walking Ballista and Heartless Act. Hopefully clearing up both of these. All 3 of them actually. Alright, down to 11. Our turn next. Hope we draw a land. We drew a Harness Scales. That's a tough one. Now I'm tempted to play Ballista here to get rid of the Eagle. I'm afraid to take too much damage, so let's play the skills here. And I think I'm gonna just pass the turn here. See if he does any end step plays. No end step play. Gonna go down to 10. If he has another protection or a collected company, it's gonna feel bad. Could be lethal even for the collected company. Let's try to heartless act it. Let's see what happens. Collected company. Hope he doesn't hit Spell Queller or anything irrelevant. Supreme Phantom and Empyrean Eagle. Wow. Wow. That hurts. Gonna take 7 here. That really hurts. We're going to we're gonna go to 1. Ballista enter with 5 counters. I could kill one of them, but then still gonna be lethal. Hangerback Walkers, sacrifice it, put up blockers, have a... I think we have to go with a Hangerback Walker here. Should I play this untapped or tapped? It's the big choice. Hangerback Walker for 4 or for 5. I feel like we want to go for 5. Even though it's going to cost us a lot of life. Just so we can ballista next turn. Okay, I'm gonna pay the life. Play Hangerback Walker for 5. Pass the turn. It's kind of waste of Hangerback Walker here, but I have no choice really here. Okay, attacking with all. Let's witches all in this. Go into blocks. Have to block all of these. And I'm gonna lose all of them in the process. Can't do nothing about that. Probably gonna play Giganta here. Another creature, quite a big one. 5/5 is what he needs here, I think. Could play Loris into the Walker next turn, and I think that's what I'm gonna do here. Permeating Mass. Wow, so many good cards. Quite behind here. That's a bad land to draw. It's gonna enter tapped. I don't think we can really get out of this. Can get 6 life. 3 life, up to 4. Ballista, entering as a 4. Let's see, clearing up this, let's say. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think we can win this. Let's go to the game 3 instead. This was a good game. Opponent had a lot of good draws here. I think I shouldn't be taking out the Hangerback Walker. Although it's mediocre at best without the Witch's Own though. Let's keep it this way. I like to keep the rests for the collected company. Hits him pretty well. Let's play first. Hopefully we can get a lot of pressure going on. I'm hoping for a good starting hand. 2 Stone Cold Serpents is not bad at all. I'll keep this. Start with the Overgrown Tomb tapped. He's mulliganing down to 6. Feels good for us. I think he didn't get a good hand, he decided just to give us the win. That's okay. Got a Heartless Act, I think we had this game. Oh yeah. Fantastic draws here. Alright, how are we doing with time? 7:21 here. Let's play one more. Let's get one more game going. Oop, I saw... It's okay, we got a game. Alright, let's start game. Elvish Pride. I'm going second this game. Opponent doesn't have a companion. It's always worth noting. 2 Steel Overseers, a bunch of Hangerbacks, and a Walking Ballista. No turn 1 play, I'm gonna keep it. Being on the draw, I sense that we can make this work. Inspiring Vantage, it's gonna be Mono Red Burn, or rather Boros Burn this way. Turn 1 Bloomin' Marsh. Pass the turn. Still no turn 1 play, but it's fine. We play Steel Overseer, he's gonna die. Monastery Swift Spear probably would have draw this turn, otherwise he would have played the last turn. Gonna swing at us for 1. Still have to try to put the Steel Overseer on the field, so it's gonna eat a burn spell, but doesn't matter, it's fine. Titan Strength. Interesting. Slightly different version of Boros Burn. More of a Boros Pump than Burn. Going to take 5 here. Might be a short game. Where are my pushes at? Oof, Metallic Mimic. I must say this feels very good in this situation. Let's play him. Hopefully he doesn't have Anger of the Gods or anything of the similar sorts. Let's get started. Opponent should just concede at this point, I think. Pass the turn. That was a quick hand dump. Battlefield Forge. Having Steel Overseer, I think we're in pretty good position. Not gonna lie. Playing Spire of Industry into Steel Overseer next turn and then pumping them would be fantastic. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Could be actually, what is it, Boros Feather? Expedite, he just wants to draw. Yeah, I think this is Boros Feather. I was wrong about it being Burn. Is he gonna attack? No attacks here, I think. Oh, he is gonna attack. Should we get rid of Arcanist or should we get rid of Swift Spear? Oh, he's gonna get Titan Strength here. Titan Strength is great. Puts it on a Monastery Swift Spear. No, puts it on a Dreadhorde Arcanist. This gets a lot more powerful. I might actually sacrifice the Walker here. Not to take too much damage. Let's block this with a walker. Gonna take 3 here. Oh, it has trample. Never mind. I bumped out completely. Forgot that the Arcanist has trample. It's okay. Gonna take 6 here. Down to 9. Guess Fatal Push would be very nice here. Our opponent is thinking. I think he's laughing at my mistake. It's okay. Alright, opponent is decided to come back. So we took 6 here. Let's see what we draw. Metallic Mimic. Do I want the Metallic Mimic? Could name Thur with it. It's not the worst choice here, but I do want this to come in. Pass the turn. I'm not gonna attack here. I don't see a reason to attack. I'd rather save it for the blocks. Draw a line, we can possibly play both Metallic Mimic and Steel Overseer and back pumping them. This should prove difficult for opponent to win next turn. Defiant Strike, he's gonna get +1/+0. It's gonna be a 3/3, 3/4, no 3/3. It's for spear, it's fine. Reckless Rage on the Overseer. That's interesting, because I can potentially kill Arcanist here, since he's dealing 2 damage to it. I'm gonna wait on that. See what else he has. Possibly before combat I'm gonna kill it. Let's kill him. Okay. Should we take 4 here? I think it's fine to take 4 here. Maybe he has Boros Charm, it would hurt a lot. Let's block with the top there. Okay. At least we didn't give him another trigger with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. And stop. Let's stop the Hangerback Walker. favorite hoplet. Tap this. And our turn. Walking Ballista seems very nice. Potentially can enter with 2 counters here. Seems really good if he decides to target one of them. Plus Metallic Mimic can be used to block something too. Although I do want to play Overseer. Tough choice, tough choice. Let's play Mimic. Gotta make sure I have protection from his stuff. Construct. Ballista. Fast turn. Sacred Foundry untapped. He has 2 cards, so maybe 1 big card and he can play. Possible cantrip too. That's why he's keeping his lands intact. Let's see how he attacks here. Both attacking, alright. So I think we will block this with a walker. And this with a mimic, just in case. Gonna okay that. Let's see what he's gonna play before combat. I mean before damage. Could be protection or something like that. Yeah, God's Willing. It's gonna be a God's Willing cast. Should have Walking Ballista. If he has another, that's gonna hurt. This doesn't really protect him from Mimic. He does get the Scry. Alright, yeah, let's kill it. I'm determined. Gonna lose another Ballista in the process, but seems like a logical solution here. If he decides to play another spell, I would just probably not remove the other counter. He's playing something. Okay. At least we get to save our Ballista. It's gonna get +1, +0. We're gonna lose Metallic Mimic in the process. But I still think that we get to... I don't know, it feels like I could kill him right now. Save this and a result. He's still gonna get a card draw. Yeah, let's kill him. That was his mistake that he played it on his priority. Should have given me the priority. Okay, so now all of this is gonna resolve. Monastery Swift Spear is gonna be huge here, unfortunately. Alright, we got it. I think he realized that we kind of have him under the lock, especially as he drew 2 cards and didn't really get any good hits there. Sideboard. Opponent is not playing Lures. We could use Soul Guide Lantern, just because he's playing with the Arcanist, Dreadhorde Arcanist. So he's interacting with the graveyard a little bit. And I think that's the scary part over there. Dampen Sphere could stop his cantrips going on, I guess. But it's not that good in this matchup. I think Duress is better. That weight is not bad. Would like to bring all of these in. The problem becomes getting rid of the stuff. Okay, serpents can come out. I think we can get rid of a couple overseers and a couple metallic mimics. And then when we go to our on play game, we're going to be getting rid of the Duresses in the main board and sideboarding for a couple of mimics and overseer. Let's keep it this way. It's a decent start. Okay, I'm going second this time. 2 failed pushes. We've got Llanowar Waste, we've got Soul Guide Lantern. I'm feeling really good about this. I'm going to keep this. Pass the turn. Okay. We got a Widen Constructor. Could play Llanowar Waste here and just hold on the stuff. Hoping to Fatal Push him. So I think that's what I'm gonna do here. Pass the turn. Hopefully he plays a creature. Uses his spell. And we're gonna Fatal Push it. Curious if we're gonna see Feather in here. Dreadhorde Canist. Fatal Push. Bye bye. Next turn play Forest into Wine Constructor. Oh, another Forest. Not bad. Okay. Feel really good about this now. Would like to play Steel Overseer next turn, hold on with the Fatal Push, and maybe Soul Guide Lantern. Monastery Swift Spear, definitely not gonna attack, at least I don't think so. If he is, we're not gonna block, because he might have a pump spell, like a Titan Strength or something like that. White. Geared for battle. Kind of a waste, but it's fine. Gonna attack for 3 here, we're gonna take 3 down to 15. Not gonna block. Okay, our turn. Opponent is down to 3 cards in his hand. We got Hardened Scales. Not really in need of playing it right now, so we're gonna go slow with the Steel Overseer. Should we attack opponent right now? Yeah, I think it's safe to attack. Pass the turn here. Alright, we got a Fatal Push sitting in our hand. Dreadhorde Canist. He's trying to play the Gird for battle, which we're not gonna love. Expedite. Yeah, let's push the Arcanist here. This way he's not gonna draw a card either. Seems very good. I think he's not gonna draw a card. Let's double check that if my rules are correct. Should just surrender at this point. This stops him pretty effectively. Yep, he doesn't get to draw. Attacking for 3, we're gonna take that. Next turn we get to play Hardened Scales into Walking Ballista. And we get to play Sultai Lantern. I think this is a good game for the opponent. We get to remove this turn. Let's play Soul Guide. Yep, we got it. Well done. Okie dokie. I think this is going to conclude the stream for today. I'm really glad for those who came out. The YouTube will be updated sometime this week. So look out for the videos to be uploaded if you missed any of the pieces today. We played pretty significant matches today. I think the matchups were fun and informative about the competitive matter and non-competitive matter as well. Plan for now is to be playing League on Friday. And hopefully tomorrow we're going to do another practice match run. If you have any suggestions, drop them in my inbox on Twitch. Pretty soon we're going to organize a couple of new updates. I'm going to keep them in secret right now. If you are interested, make sure to sub and follow on the Twitch as well as on the YouTube channel. Helps out the channel, helps me grow, helps me make more content. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you tomorrow, guys.